All right, all right, we are live. Welcome to Mike Matthews Wrestling number 3. Whenever you're going to watch this, if you happen to be watching this live, feel free to comment. Going to do a longer recap of Monday Raw. I wanted to rewatch the beginning of Raw yesterday and see what Cody actually said to Seth before Drew came out, but I have a shorter, like 9-minute video that you can watch on TikTok, or how I'm going to do my TikToks for YouTube is I'll put them in a playlist called MMW uh, TikToks. But so I kind of want to go at it as the the end of the match with Cody and Shinsuke, where uh, Drew came out and attacked um, Cody, and it kind of was brought that story around from the beginning where uh, Drew attacked Seth and Cody, and I'm watching that segment again to see what actually was said, because, like I said in my shorter video, I don't know what we do. I don't know where we go from here with Drew's story wanting to be the one to fight for the World Heavyweight Championship with Roman kind of bearing that title. I kind of want Cody, if we end up getting the Rock and Roman at Mania, and they didn't really confirm that. I know I'm hearing some other podcasters say that uh, they would like The Rock to be like the special enforcer or the special referee to make sure nothing happens. I don't see The Rock doing that. I see The Rock wanting to be the main event. Uh, this WrestleMania was going to be off the charts, anyways. Uh, it's going to be successful if The Rock was involved or not. We want Cody to finish his story. We all know that. I covered it in the last 2 episodes, but I really want to see what Cody has to say here. If you see me looking off to the side of my camera, I'm actually got raw in the background, got on mute so I don't get no copyright strikes. Because I really, and if you are part of the internet wrestling community, if you do podcasting, um, if you do reaction videos, if you know how I can do it and not get copyright striked either on TikTok or on YouTube, let me know in the comments. Like, let me know if you know how they do it. I was on Reddit. Earlier this week trying to figure out how some of the big reaction channels do it. Okay, so let me see what Cody has to say. I figured I learned this today that I thought, and I was correct. I said I was correct and I was wrong in my earlier video. Watching Bubba Ray Dudley talk about the World Heavyweight Championship on Busted Open Radio, they did advertise that belt as the one that has the lineage going back to Bruno, going back to Bob Backlund. But not when you go on WWE.com, the belt that Seth has is a new title. Is a new title, and Cody on Friday told Roman that is the belt that his dad had, but never held as a champion, and so there's been confusion there, I think. So so like I said in my TikTok, if you follow me on Mike Matthews Wrestling, the WWE title is what matters. I don't care about the Universal title. I know they joined them, but the WWE title for WWE fans, that's the belt that we care about. Now they can make the belt that Seth has matter. It's a new World Heavyweight Champion. Don't go back to Big Gold. A comment made um, to me on YouTube confirmed that by another fan saying they're glad that it's not Big Gold. It kind of got that look to it, but it has that WWE logo in the middle. But okay, I mean, I just sorry because I'm listening to what Seth said. Okay, so here's my wishful thinking. I'm trying to think about what we can do uh, to make uh, something good come out of The Rock facing off with Roman. So that's Cody. I keep going back. I keep fancy booking this over and over in my mind. But okay, so and I don't know how Drew plays in this. I don't know at all. But let's say Cody faces Seth for the title on night one. He beats he beats Seth, and I see. I didn't think they said much at the beginning. They got interrupted. Drew coming out. Okay, so have Cody win the WWE World Heavyweight Championship on night one. It is the match of the weekend that just overshadow the Rock match. It is the match we talk about as fans, right? And then on night two, Roman's gonna beat the Rock. He has to beat the Rock. Have Cody come out title for title. The last shot that we see is Cody telling Roman, "I'm coming after your belt too," because I really do not believe that it cheapens Cody's story if he wins the World Heavyweight belt on his way to getting the WWE title that Roman has. So I guess how I would fix the situation. But I honestly I do not know. Uh, Nothing is not the Busted Open Radio podcast reminded me like nothing is set in stone until we actually see the match. We actually see the match happen. Okay, so because the card is always due to change, as the Busted Open Radio podcast said. So I hope somehow we get Cody versus Roman. Uh, I don't know. Maybe by the time you see this episode, it will be Wednesday or Thursday. I'll report on what goes on at the press conference in Las Vegas. But in today's episode, I just wanted to do a better recap of the Raw results. So, I mean, it was a good show. I said in an earlier video that it was okay, but there was some cool moments in that in Monday Night Raw. I really hope that when it goes to Netflix, we get like a. I heard that it might go 3 hours, but I don't know how they're gonna do that because of like they don't have commercial breaks. I hope it goes to 2 hours because when you watch SmackDown, you can watch a whole episode and it's not boring. There's no boring moments. But when you have a 3 hour TV show, there's going to be some lag in time. I mean, I'm rewatching it now to catch the things I missed because I totally missed the whole Miz match because I don't even know what I was doing. I think I took a food break. But let me see. Okay, so uh, the matches the matches were Cody Rhodes versus Shinsuke. That was the main event. The Fatal 4-Way Tag Match. The New Day versus Creed. Uh, the Creed Brother DIY and Imperium. Uh, Gunther's 600 Day Celebration. The Miz. The mixed tag match. What I missed on my first episode, previewing it. But okay, so it, like I said, it kicks off with the Seth and Cody and that promo and Drew saying he's pumping up the belt. He's saying that it was a true workhorse championship. He wants to be the next champion. Uh, okay, so let me see. Um, okay, so what they didn't cover, and I missed this. So I don't know how I missed this, but the crowd was chanting "Rocky sucks" a lot. I guess I heard someone say like they drowned that out on the original video. I don't know. I didn't hear it. I think I was like getting ready to watch Raw and I was doing something. I might have been on the phone with my kid. I don't know. But so the crowd was relentless. They we want Cody is like the number one trending hashtag for WWE. People do not want Rock versus Roman. Now I know that's not everybody because I'm in several fan groups on Facebook and I have friends that are a little bit younger that didn't get to see Rock wrestle, so they are excited to see Rock at WrestleMania. So either way, it's going to be a good match. I'm not knocking the match, but it is not how we wanted this to go because you had us follow Cody coming back to the WWE for 2 years. You had us watch him win the Rumble for 2 years in a row. We had back to back winning Rumbles to have Cody just step aside for The Rock. Um, Now I know Bully Ray said that we as fans need to know what The Rock said to Cody when he pulled Cody into him and he's whispering something and Cody has like that uncomfortable smirk. Uh, we need to know what he said. What would make Cody just change plans to not finish that story, right? So going on to the just recap the tag match real quick. It was a fatal 4-way. Uh, DIY won this action packed match. There was a lot of uh, uh, moments. The Creed brothers do remind me of old school Steiners. They had a lot of cool spots. That taut rope move that Brutus Creed does is pretty cool. It's like a cannonball onto people. So they won. That was a cool match. Uh, the only thing I never understood in these type of fatal 4-way tag matches is you can tag anybody and anyone can be tag legal. So why don't tag in that match is on right now? Why don't tag partners tag each other and try to pin each other? Because wouldn't they win? Wouldn't they win if they pin each other? I just don't understand. Okay, so so there's that. Becky Lynch beat Shayna Baszler to get into the Elimination Chamber. This is going. Michael Cole said this is the first time Becky Lynch will be in the Elimination Chamber. I can't remember. I can't, I think that's right because I think when they first did the chamber, she was champion. So she beat Shayna. Um, so there's that. Um, that match was okay. I was kind of bored. But overall, Raw was okay. What the real standout to me was they didn't really mention anything that happened on SmackDown. In the women's tag team match, uh, the Kabuki uh, the Kabuki Warriors won that tag match, but Beatty didn't come out. There was no interference. There was no continuing that story. It was just a plain old. It was a great tag match. Uh, uh, they hit their double team move, which Asuka holds the person, and Kairi Sane hits the insane elbow. That was a good match. And then the main event was Cody versus Nakamura, and then the main thing is at the end of the match, uh, after Cody won, Drew came out and attacked him. So that was Raw. I hope that we get some final uh, solutions to uh, Cody versus Seth versus Roman versus Rock at this Las Vegas thing on Thursday. I'll probably do a episode on that. But if you have any ideas about how you would book it, what you want to see, leave it in the comments. Uh, I just hope that you are enjoying our podcast here at Mike Matthews Wrestling, and yeah. So that was Monday Night Raw. My thoughts on what I would like to see happen at WrestleMania. Of course, I would like to see Cody versus Roman, but if we can't get that, have Cody and Seth main event night one, and then blow the roof off the place. So that's are my thoughts. So until next time, hope you guys are having a great day. See ya.